And an opportunity for these guys to get loose. So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well, and the starting group for Chicago. Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Lee. Pass to Duran. Going inside, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
The three is up. Pure from three-point range.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings, and he finds them.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for the Bulls, 0. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Griffin right side. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Gets the three to fall. Nowitzki's got his second basket on the night.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 6 points for him.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Launches a three, and the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage. Make him defend out on the perimeter.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Warriors on D. 4-point game. 1:43 left to play in the first. And that was good.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And he lobs it up. Oh, stolen by Embiid. To the wing on the left. Pass to Curry. The three. Another three for Golden State.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Here's Lee. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Pass to Lee. Now Now here's Embiid, covered by Duren. Now Curry. 5 on the clock. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen. And here's Griffin outside from beyond the arc, and then some. Warriors trail by 6. Curry with it. He's got 5. Pass to Embiid. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Golden State.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Here's Griffin. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Griffin's got 5 points. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Simpson, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And here are the Bulls now, following the score by Golden State. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Lee. Yet to see a basket. Griffin outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3.
Good job finding the clean look behind the arc.
Warriors trail by 3. Here's Lee. Right at the free throw line. Good. He hits the jumper. Lee's got his first 2 points of the night.
Good move inside, finishing through some tough defense. He'll battle you anytime he's around the rim.
Here's Lee. Pass to Griffin. Fires the 3. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Nowitzki. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Out to the wing. He shoots. And again, it's Golden State. The Bulls have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Griffin outside. Releases. Griffin pulls down the board.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Nowitzki. Knocks it down from distance. Nowitzki's got 14 points for the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And here's Griffin outside. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. We've got 1:13 left in the half. To the inside. Blocked! Lee on the wing. Shot on the wing. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Inside. Back to Jokic. 4-3. Core three. The Joker knocks it down.
Defensively, you do not want to see Jokic heat up from out there.
They set the screen. 4 on the clock. Shot from the low post is good. 5 points in the game.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
He shoots it. And there's another one for the Warriors. From deep. Nails it from 3.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Chicago ahead. They lead by 4. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break. Ready for the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. They've got Stephen Curry. Griffin is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
To the paint. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Pass to Nowitzki. 3-pointer. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Chicago passing it around. Inside. And it's rejected. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
And Curry is always a threat to shoot, which is why defenses sometimes get too aggressive guarding him.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Taking 3 shots.
Good on the second one. And he makes all 3. Bulls trail by 3. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
From the arc. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Nowitzki. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Nowitzki's got 20 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he makes both free throws. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Griffin. Here's Nowitzki from behind the arc. Another three for Golden State.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Lee. Still no points. Sinks the tray.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
Pass to Nowitzki. Let's go with a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Lee, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Bulls. Griffin's checked in. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Embiid passes to Griffin, and he lays it up and in. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
And just staying in control. This is Griffin's mindset, keeping his balance even when the D is present.
Back to Griffin. Oh, there's the alley. Lee, the pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
A little extra spice on that one from Griffin, showing off his athleticism for all the fans.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Simpson. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Griffin's shot is off.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Knocks down the triple. Curry's got 19 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
To stop the run, drops in the three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting lead. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bulls, getting the 4th quarter going. He drops it from range.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Pass to Houdini. Jokic with a screen on Griffin. From downtown. And Nikola Jokic with the 3. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
Griffin on the wing. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Jokic just out muscling the defense.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
Here's Griffin. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Griffin's got 21 points in the game.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to Griffin. And no one in the vicinity.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told us, guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. He got it.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Here's Embiid. Too strong to be stopped inside. Embiid.
He's so tough to stop. Even when you hit Embiid, he possesses the strength to muscle shots in.
The free throw drops for Embiid. The Bulls trail by 11. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Now Duran. Oh, got a piece of it. For 3, it's good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Griffin wants to involve his teammates as much as he can.
1:11 left in the fourth.
Golden State foul call. Joel Embiid. First personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls.
0. 2 shots.
So he gets them both. The Warriors lead by 11.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Warriors.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors.
On the court.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
And there it is!
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looks
Number
impressive.
16.
Yes, sir! 24 seconds left in the final quarter. Jokic the screen. Oh, he jammed it!
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Number 20. 3 points.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
No, qué mierda puse. Puse no quería poner un carajo.